David Webb, a Fox News radio host and one of our contributors, is here now with reaction to this story. Good morning.
Morning, David.
So is the American public tuning this out, or are they really listening? Is this going to affect Hillary Clinton in November?
So let me ask the two can't be true question. Hillary Clinton claims her health is not an issue. Her campaign claims her health is not an issue. She can't remember what she was told, the briefing she was given. Here's the other side of this. It's not what you're told, it's what's written. When you're given these briefings, you're given written documentation that says this is what you should do. So I guess that got deleted with her email, or the hard copies were destroyed by a hammer. The fact is that Hillary Clinton is lying to the American people, and the two can't be true. You can't be willfully ignorant or unqualified and be the most qualified person. It just doesn't work. It defies common sense.
So in this FBI interview, the FBI says that Hillary Clinton says that her doctor advised her she should only go to work for a couple hours a day because of her concussion and blood clot, and she wasn't able to remember entire briefings. The Clinton people are hysterically responding to this. You saw Senator Amy Klobuchar come out, among many others. Here's what she said on CNN. Watch this. This tells you their strategy.
Hillary Clinton has put out her medical records. I have seen her personally. You've seen her personally. Andrea, she is in shape. She is strong. She's just has a ton of energy. And I find this actually quite sexist when these guys are saying this. I think that that is not an issue at all, and the American voters know that.
Sorry, that was MSNBC. Same difference. She hasn't put out her medical records. Right. Neither has Donald Trump, by the way. He put out this absurd doctor's letter. Don't we as voters have a right to see their medical records? These are two 70-year-old people trying to be president.
I'd actually take a different tact. Look at all the attention being paid to the NFL and concussions. Concussions, one concussion or multiple concussions, they're an issue to be dealt with. So if it's such a big issue for the NFL, why isn't it for Hillary Clinton when she claims it? She asserts it as a defense with the FBI, but we should ignore it. Come on, America, how can the two be true?
There's other things to dissect in this, too. Her discussions with Colin Powell, seeking his counsel on the BlackBerry and the use of the BlackBerry. He seems to warn her. He says, you know, I was able to get around this. He says, you know, he's basically saying if this gets out, this will become official record. You really want to be careful here. I was able to get around it because my data wasn't going through certain channels, certain servers. Right. Therefore, maybe that's... He didn't suggest to her set up the private email server.
No, he didn't.
In a veiled way, though, that's what she was saying. I should set up my own email server.
Except she was a year ahead of this conversation with Colin Powell. Hillary Clinton might be the first time-traveling liar running for president. Let's really also do something else that's important. I want the American public to know about this. When documents are marked classified, if they have a C for classified and an S for secret, they're classified at the highest marking in the document. Hillary Clinton was careless with documents that had dual markings in them, and she claims maybe it indicated a paragraph. Come on, America, do you really buy the two can be true?
No. She didn't even recognize what C stood for.
Right. So Hillary Clinton, who's read into the program, who was the highest classification authority at the State Department, not second, the highest, who was responsible for it, does not know it, but is capable of being president.
But so the New York Times this morning saying basically that what we saw Friday night was just consistent with everything that Hillary Clinton has said so far. New York Times basically saying nothing to see here.
Consistently deceiving the American people, telling lies, and then claiming...
Are you talking about the New York Times or Hillary here?
There's not much difference between the two.
Before we move on, I want to get your thoughts real quick. I mean, part of the story is the criticisms of Hillary Clinton and all this, but the other part of the story is some conservatives are critical of the FBI investigation and the timing of these document dumps very often on holiday weekends, Memorial Day, New Year's Eve,
Yes,
Labor Day.
This is the 5th holiday dump. Look, there are professionals at the FBI, and my question to them is this. Do you want to watch your agency continually be degraded, destroyed, and the integrity impugned by the political stripe and decisions that are being made? There are a lot of good people there that I've known for a long time. Do you want your integrity destroyed by the politics of what's going on now? Somebody's got to speak out.
Comey's destroying it. It's really bad. So Trump is headed to Detroit today. He's going with Dr. Ben Carson. They're speaking to a black church. The left, in Hillary's campaign and in the media, are outraged. speech. How dare he address our voters? Their votes belong to us. He should not be allowed to make his pitch to them.
Yeah, I mean, look, whether he speaks from a suburban neighborhood or a black church, they're going to call him a racist and a bigot. But does it change the message? You and I have discussed this, Tucker. Does it change the message? The failures in the inner cities. The black community is not monolithic. There are suburban blacks that do very well. There are millionaire blacks, multimillionaire blacks. But the suburban ones, and it's more than just blacks, but here we're talking about them, they've been failed by the policies of the Democrats. The failure economically, the failure in education. Trump needs to speak to education and your economy and ask black people a simple question, which he's done before. What have you got to lose if for 50 years you've been losing, if you've been raised in generational poverty, single parent births at a rate the fastest track to poverty, then no education? Come on, you're living your reality. What have the Democrats actually delivered? The key word, delivered. Broken promises, failures, and you're right. All they care about is your vote. Once you vote, they leave, and they're back for the next one.
David Webb, great to see you
Ladies
this
and
morning.
gentlemen,
As
good to see you,
always.
Matt.
It's been a few hours, right?
Thanks, Jim.
We'll see you in Listen Ribs with us in just a bit.